Loneliness is one of the biggest killer of dreams a man can face, and there's a point in time in which every man needs to face these demons and come to terms with them. But this is where most fall. This is where most can't get up, and I personally faced this demon that we call loneliness, and it felt like my grip on sanity was slowly dissolving between my fingertips. Like, there was truly nothing out there for me other than this moment, and this is it. This is the end. You might have people around you that support you, that are there for you, but you feel still like you're on a different path. Like, no matter what you do, there's still nothing that's greater. That you want something that's greater, but you feel like it's just so out of reach, and it's almost as though you're falling into a hole that you cannot escape. There's no crevices that you can grab onto, you're just falling, and the deeper you fall into this hole, the harder it is to get out. But you need to understand that this energy of loneliness, of darkness, it can be mitigated and it can be used for good. This energy is what inspired me to evolve myself, evolve my body, evolve my mind, evolve financially. It's all because of this negative emotion. And like I said, most people fall once they face this demon. But that decision is all up on you. Humans are so powerful to the point where we can actually manipulate all kinds of energy without even knowing it. So with that I say, use this energy and harness it towards your growth, towards evolving, evolution, rebirth. There's a great fable of the eagle's rebirth. So all eagles live up to the age of 70, but at the age of 40, they have a decision to make in which determines the fate of their futures. Once they reach this age about 40, their beak grows too long and points downwards, their talons grow too long, and their feathers become very, very thick to the point where it makes it difficult to even fly. So they can either accept death and wilt away, or they fly with all their might to the highest mountaintop they can find and beat their beaks away on hard rock. And they do this grueling process for 150 days until their beaks are sharp enough to the point where they can mitigate the size of their talons and make them stronger and rip out the old, heavy feathers. And from that, they're reborn and survive another lifetime. You need to remember that you are on a different path, and your fate is one of promise. But if you let the darkness consume you, if you wallow in it, then there's no room for you to grow, to be reborn. And that's the cost of evolution. You need to sacrifice that sense of comfort, that solace in the darkness, or whether that be even self-pity. You need to overcome that. But even when you do overcome this, there's still this sense of vengeance or there's a reason why you're doing it. Might be because you want to show people how great you are. It might be because you want to show people what they've missed out on for those who abandoned you. But this will only lead you down a thorny path of even further darkness, because then you'll realize that even when you attain all the riches or body that you wanted, that you're still an empty hole, that you're still a fucking loser. And in fact, this road might even be so twisted to the point where you literally forget who you are, and the loneliness consumes you more than it was before, and you're back into that same negative cycle. You have to remember to climb the mountains so that you can enjoy the view, because no one else is going to be up there with you. It's just going to be yourself.